What it is, it's your boy Dutch the Damon, and you now watching Damon Time with Dutch. On today's episode of Street Stories Uncut, we got another special request story. But before I hop off in the storytelling mode, we're going to go ahead on and run the shout-outs down for the people that have been supporting the channel through Cash App. First up on the list, we got the brother Samuel Pierce. His brother sent his hard-earned money and blessed the channel through Cash App. Can't appreciate you enough, brother. You could be anywhere in the world, but you here with me. Definitely ain't going to let you down. Samuel Pierce. Stay locked in, I got us. And last but not least, we got the brother Reliable Hall. And this brother, a loyal supporter, been supporting since day one. Sent his hard-earned money in, blessed the channel through Cash App. Can't appreciate you enough, brother Reliable Hall. Now that we got that out the way, let's get it. Yeah, so they dragged sis in the house at gunpoint with a potato sack over her head and take her down this long hallway. She said when she reached the end of the hallway, they take her down some steps into like this basement area, right? When she get down in the basement, they pour the potato sack off her head. She standing smack dab in front of this big, tall-ass, human-sized cage, right? Like a dog kennel. She sees this, she goes straight into panic mode, screaming and all that shit. But one of the females that came down there with her went on ahead and backslapped. Bow! And one of the Spanish dudes was standing there holding a blick at her, right? She couldn't do shit. She said the girl pushed her all in the cage aggressively and all that shit. Slammed the door, locked the door on her. She and that bitch holding her face, crying. Bleed from the mouth. Get to asking the girl, like, what the fuck is all this about? What y'all doing this for? Get the fuck out this cage. Going off for real. He said the Spanish dude and the girl just look at each other, smirk, and start walking up the steps and shit, leaving her down in the basement. She said when they started leaving her down in that basement, she just get going off, screaming and yelling to the top of her lungs. And as they was going up the steps, the dude who got her in this whole mess in the first place, the light-skinned dude, him and this older Spanish gentleman, gray hair, dirty ass tank top and some slacks, some khaki slacks. They was coming down into the basement. So as soon as she see his face, she get to yelling, "Let me the fuck out of here. You going to jail? What the fuck is you doing? Let me out of here." She said light skinned yo just get to laughing. Spanish dude, he standing there smiling, smoking a cigar. She said she's just standing there shaking, trying to catch her composure. She said the light skinned dude and the Spanish dude, they get to talking in Spanish, right? But the whole time, sis know a little Spanish. And she heard him say, old head Spanish dude. Basically, he want to see the merchandise before he pay for it. He say that. She say, light skin, yo, get to go on in his dip and pull out a blick. Pointed straight at her, tell her strip. She said she just stood there dumbfounded, looking at him like, yo, is you serious, yo? She said she felt like a piece of meat, like not even human for real. She standing there crying, shaking, taking her shit off. Once she get all her shit off, she say the Spanish dude looked her over, nodded his head, went in his pocket, passed light skin yo an envelope. She said she heard the Spanish dude say in Spanish, 10,000, just like last time, 10,000. She said light skin yo smiled, they shook hands, and just like that, light skin yo started leaving out the basement. She get the curtain out going hysterical. Don't let me in, please, don't let me in. Yo just left, he ain't even look back. Whole time the Spanish dude just standing there staring at her, smoking a cigar. One of the girls that came down there with Slim came back in the basement, and the old head dude told the girl in Spanish, because he thinking she don't know Spanish, but the whole time sis know what he's saying. He tell the girl in Spanish, like basically let her know the rules. And he went upstairs. Shorty walked over to the kennel. Sis said she get to going off like, how the fuck can you do this? You a black woman like me. How the fuck you gonna tell me to somebody? It's fucked up. She say the girl just looked at her all flat-faced like, save the sob stories, bitch. These the rules. First and foremost, hand me all your clothes, including your underwear, bra, everything you got right there on the floor, hand it to me. She said she looked at her and gave her the eye like, girl reached in her bag, pulled out a little gun, pointed that bitch right out of like, give me here. So in her mind, she thinking like, I see how this gonna go. At this point, the gun been the answer to every problem. So she do what she told, she kick her shit out. The girl lower her weapon, say, look, that's rule number 1, clothes not allowed. You to be naked at all times, basically on display. Number 2, do as you told. Or die. She said the girl was like, and trust me, they don't got no problem burying you out back. Number 3, you are not to try to escape in any type of way. Failure to obey this rule will result in death. Sis said she just listening to this shit, shaking her head like, oh, this is crazy. He said the girl was like, and last but not least for now, you are not to ever try to contact the outside world. Violation of this rule, I'm pretty sure by now you know what the result of that will be. She said the girl smiled at her, walked off. In that cage, it was like a little mat on the floor, and that was to be her sleeping quarters. It's literally nothing in the basement, no TV, no radio, no phones, no nothing. Just a bed down there. So, boom, all right. She said after being down in that basement for like 2 days, trapped in that cage, eating nothing but beans and rice, the same shit every meal. They brought some dude down in the basement they were saying was a physician, like a doctor. And at gunpoint, he gave her a physical too, blood and everything. Checked all her vitals, all that shit. She said he looked all between her legs and all that shit. Basically gave her a clean bill of health and left out the basement. Sis say that very same day she was laid in the cage on that mat sleep, she heard the key open up the gate. She opened her eyes. She seen one of the Mexican dudes that she was familiar with for being in the house standing there with a gun, pointed straight at her. Told her to get up. She got up, put a blindfold around her face, took her out the cage, and handcuffed her to the bed that was down there in the basement. They had 4 posts going around at each corner of the bed into the concrete, and her hands was cuffed to each one of the posts, her feet and hands. They got her spread out wide like an eagle. She said she begged and pleaded and crying to no avail. She got tired of hearing her mouth. The Mexican nigga gagged her mouth with a scarf, tied a scarf around her mouth. She said then all of a sudden they dimmed the light in the basement. And sis said one after another for 5 hours straight. She was raped repeatedly by different Mexicans. He said some of them dudes was spitting on her. He said they was paying extra to take the condom off. He said most of them was quick humping her, but some of them was long-winded.